We have giraffe conservation in Africa, jaguar conservation in Central and South America, and here in Florida we're a part of sea turtle and scrub jay conservation. We also have another conservation effort you guys may be able to see past all of these bushes and that black fence on your right-hand side. We have our red wolves. Red wolves are an endangered species, and they're native to the southeastern parts of the United States. If you guys can't see them from the train, don't worry. You'll be able to see them in our wild Florida loop. On your left-hand side, we have our Australasia loop, which is being refurbished right now, and will reopen as the Lands of Change, Australia and beyond, this Memorial Day weekend. So by the time you guys get back to us, you'll be able to see all the wonderful changes we've made. And on your right-hand side, we have our maintenance shed. You guys probably didn't expect to see that on your journey, but it is a very important part of the Brevard Zoo. We have over 600 animals here at the Brevard Zoo, so to make sure everyone's healthy and happy, we have many different types of repairs, replacements, and refurbishments we need to do.
Good waving, Lachlan.
Look at entering this tunnel up ahead, as we do, you guys may be able to see some large white objects on your left-hand side, right on the ground. If you guys have any guesses as to what those are, just give a shout out to the front of the train.
Were those eggs? Those were enormous. Were they real?
If you guessed eggs, you are correct. And if you guessed ostrich eggs, give yourself a high five because those are ostrich eggs.
Oh, they were real.
On the left-hand side, you can see one of our lovely lady ostriches. And she's here to let you guys know that we have to keep our hands, feet, and all of our belongings inside the train at all times and remain seated for the duration of our journey.
You having a fun train ride?
On the left-hand side, you can also see the Miami River. And this is where we have our guided kayak tours of our African exhibits. $9.95 can get you on this tour if you're 5 years old or older. If you're a member of our zoo, $9.95 is going to get you and a buddy on our guided kayak tours. And the first exhibit we're approaching from the train is our cheetah exhibit. We have 4 female cheetahs here at the Brevard Zoo. 3 younger girls named Gina, Bria, and Yoda, who are about 2 years old. And we have Pepper, who is about 8 years old. And you may be able to see them on your left-hand side, right past that black fence. And right next to our cheetahs, on that same side, on your left-hand side, we have our white rhinos and our Grevy's zebras. We have 3 white rhinos. The names are Howard, Kabibi, and Uzuri. As you guys may be able to see, they are not actually white in color. They are gray or brown if they've been rolling around in the mud. Their name came from a miscommunication. The Afrikaans word for wide sounds very similar to the English word white. So when settlers came, they assumed it was white rhinos, but it is wide rhinos, and this describes their mouths, which are wider than the black rhinos' mouths. These mouths are used for eating grasses and grains because they are herbivores, and their horns are made of keratin, the same thing as your hair and fingernails. On the right-hand side, we are approaching our scimitar horned oryx. Those are the large white animals with brown throats and long scimitar-shaped horns. They were believed to be extinct in the wild. However, through breeding programs like the one here at the Brevard Zoo, we are trying to bring them back. We do have 2 babies with us, a baby girl named Gracie and a baby boy named Moto.
Look at that.
On your left-hand side, you may be able to see ring-tailed lemurs on Lemur Island. Lemur Island is home to 10 male ring-tailed lemurs. We only have males because ring-tailed lemurs have a matriarchal society, which means they have a queen as a leader.
Camel.
So to prevent any fights, we only have males.
It's a camel, sweetie.
They use their long tails like flags to stick together in Madagascar. They also use these tails for stink battles. They rub a scent on their tails, waft their tail at one another.
Stink battles?
Lemur wins. On the left-hand side, you can see the African night barn or the African night house. And this is where many of our African animals go to sleep at night. It's also where they get their dinners. We found out a few years back this was a hurricane-resistant building, although we'd never like to find that out again.
Oh, stinky.
On your right-hand side, you can see our 2 dromedary camels, Frankie and Sammy. Dromedary camels are the camels with 1 hump. Bactrian camels are the camels with 2.
Look at camels.
Do you guys know what's in the hump of a camel?
Oh, there's an ostrich.
That's a big bird.
It is fat. This fat helps them go many days without eating or drinking. However, when they do get the chance to drink water, they can drink up to 30 gallons of
That
water
is
in
a
under
very
10
big bird.
minutes.
Ostrich.
We have one of our female ostriches checking the tracks for us, making sure everything's safe for our journey. Once she gives us the all clear, we can head on our way. We do have 4 ostriches here at the Brevard Zoo. We have 3 girls and 1 male. Our females are named Blue, Maud, and Windy, and our male is named Chief. You can tell the difference between Chief and our females because Chief has black feathers, as you can see on your left-hand side, while our females have gray feathers. And one ostrich can lay 40 to 50 eggs a year. We're also approaching our scimitar horned oryx again, as well as our babies Moto and Gracie. When Gracie was first born, she was born to a mom who was a first-time mom and wasn't ready to have kids, so our zookeepers raised her. And now she's been reintroduced to the herd and is doing a great job. She's obviously made lots of new friends. And like I said before, scimitar horned oryx were believed to be extinct in the wild. However, through breeding programs like the one here at the Brevard Zoo, we are trying to bring them back. They were hunted for their meat, which was believed to be a delicacy. They had long horns on their head. Those horns are the same shape as the scimitar sword, which is what gives them the name scimitar horned oryx. Riding along next to us is Windy and Chief. Be sure to keep your hands inside because they are beautiful creatures, but they do not like to be touched.
That was interesting.
Coming up ahead on your right-hand side, we are going to pass our Brevard zebras and white rhinos one more time. Brevard zebras are the largest of the zebra family. They are an endangered species of zebra. We have 3 girls here at the Brevard Zoo, and their names are Amy, Salka, and Lauren. And no 2 zebras have the same stripes. Do you guys know if zebras are black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
What do you think, Cooper? Are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
They are black with white stripes. They have black skin with white fur on top, making them black with white stripes. You may be able to see our zebras on your right-hand side past that metal fence. On your left-hand side, you can see the skull of a Nile crocodile. That crocodile was believed to be 20 feet long. We don't have any Nile crocodiles here at the Brevard Zoo, but we do have a close cousin, the American crocodile, in the wild Florida Loop. Our longest American crocodile is 12 feet long, so if you add another 8 feet to that, that's as long as that Nile crocodile once was. We are passing our cheetahs one more time on the right-hand side. Cheetahs are the fastest land mammals. They can go 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, with a top speed of around 70 miles per hour. If you want to know what that looks like, take a look to your left to those cars going up I-95. They're going about 70 miles an hour right now, so that is the top speed of a cheetah. We also have Maud passing us on the right-hand side. So again, just remember to keep your hands, feet, and all of your belongings inside the train, because she is a beautiful bird, but she does not like to be touched. And as I said, cheetahs are the fastest land mammals. And they can reach their amazing speeds by having non-retractable claws, which means the claws do not go back into the paw. And they have a long tail, which they use like a boat rudder to help them steer. Cheetahs have enlarged hearts and enlarged lungs, which allows their bodies to perform at these top speeds. And they only use these speeds when hunting. When they are not hunting, they do what cheetahs love to do best, which is sleep. And as we enter this tunnel one more time, you guys may be able to see those ostrich eggs again. These are real ostrich eggs laid by the lovely Blue and Maud. They were laid before we had our male chief, so they're non-fertilized eggs. What we do here at the Brevard Zoo when we find non-fertilized eggs is we make a small hole at the bottom so we can remove the yolk. To do this with an ostrich egg, you have to use a power drill because the shell is 1/8 of an inch thick.
Wow.
Once that's done, we can remove the yolk, and the yolk is about 24 chicken eggs in size, so it is a very large egg. When that's done, we can leave the shells here and other places so you guys can see how great ostriches are. And Speaking of birds, this colorful building with the enclosed area is going to be our aviary, where we'll have our birds and our flying foxes, which are not a type of fox, they're a type of fruit bat. In the lands of change, Australia and beyond, we're also going to have some of your old friends from our Australasia loop, like our horny pigs and our kangaroos. So if you missed them, don't worry, you'll be able to see them soon.
Hi.
And as we make this bend up ahead, you guys may be able to see a large green building. This is where we're going to have some new friends for you guys to meet. We're going to have Komodo dragons, new to the Brevard Zoo. They're going to have an indoor and outdoor enclosure,
More.
so you can see your new friends in many different ways.
Okay, hold on.
And
We're
near
almost
them, we're
done.
going to have an amphitheater, where zookeepers, animals, and you can have educational experiences together to learn just how great all of our animals are. And all of this will be open Memorial Day weekend. So by the time you guys get back to us, you'll be able to see all the wonderful changes we've made. All right, and as we make this turn up ahead, we are heading back to the station. If I can have you guys remain.